the keep it simple, stupid method of growing your Instagram account in 2021 and beyond. Hi, my name's Chris Cozzolino, and I'm the co-founder and head of services at Uptown Creation, a B2B marketing and business development company. And so while most of my videos revolve around LinkedIn, because that is the hottest platform in my opinion right now where undervalued attention is, check out my other videos if you're interested. Today, we are talking about how to grow your first 1,000 followers and then your first 100,000 followers in the easiest way possible. So I'm not going to be talking about choosing your niche, having great content, blah, 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 all those other things that everybody else points out in their videos. I'm going to give you the two things that you need to grow your following, your first 1,000 followers, your first 3,000 followers, and then your first 100,000 and beyond followers. So why should you listen to me? I've been doing Instagram growth for over 5 years. And in that time, I've helped thousands of accounts, thousands of people grow thousands of followers. I have multiple accounts, hundreds of thousands of followers that I've grown myself from scratch. This is an account that most recently is at 329,000 followers and growing thousands of followers each and every day. And I have the growth that I'm going to use to show you how I grew this account and how you can replicate this in 2021 and beyond. The reason I'm making this video is because I see a lot of misinformation out there. The players in the Instagram game suck now. All of the companies that exist that were legit kind of got wiped out, and everybody's just selling giveaway campaigns and shout outs. So this is the way to not use those garbage methods and actually grow followers that are going to engage with your content, purchase your products, and ultimately be users that you want in your audience. So first thing I'm going to say is do not use a bot. If you thought about using a bot, don't, unless you are really good at using bots. You'll know if you're really good at using bots if you know what a 4G proxy is. If you don't know what a 4G proxy is, you have no reason ever touching a bot. So the first thing, you're going to do everything by hand. Now that we have established that, the two methods that you're going to be doing are utilizing a very targeted follow-unfollow approach. If follow-unfollow leaves a bad taste in your mouth, it's likely because you've done it the wrong way or you've paid somebody that does it the wrong way. Follow-unfollow is the most targeted way to generate followers on Instagram, even more so than paid ads. I usually say outside of paid ads, but follow-unfollow is better than paid ads in my opinion. It just has a limit that you can only go so fast. So with that being said, the way that you're going to do follow-unfollow is going to be in a very targeted way by targeting the accounts that your ideal end user is hanging out on. So that's the first thing you're going to do. The second thing is you are going to post 3 times a day. 2 of those posts are going to be viral reposts in your niche. And the third post, I will let you use your own branded content. Just try to make it look as much like those viral posts as humanly possible. What'll happen is you'll have a whole column then that is your content and then 2 columns that are viral reposts of content. How do you find viral reposts of content? You can use a tool like viralspy.co, or you can just go to competitor pages or pages where your followers and end users would hang out and look for the content that's getting the most likes, the most views, the most comments. So now what I'm going to go into is the actual follow-unfollow approach. So just to show you this account that I grew from scratch, you can see on March 29th of 2019, I was at 116 followers. Within the next couple months, we got our first 1,000, our first 3,000, and then by the end of 2019, and even earlier, we hit 100,000 followers. So in less than 9 months, we hit 100,000 followers. Today, we're at over 329,000 followers and still growing thousands of followers each and every day. So the way that we did that and the way that we started off was utilizing an extremely targeted follow-unfollow approach. So what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is finding accounts where your end user hangs out and then turning on post notifications. So then you can go and follow the people who are engaging and liking with that content within the first 15 minutes of that post being made. The reason we do that is those are the most active users on Instagram, as well as the most likely people to engage with your content, which is very important in the first 3,000 followers, because once you get to kind of that 3,000 follower threshold, that's when you're going to have enough engagement on your posts from the people you've generated from follow unfollow to stop doing follow unfollow methods and grow solely from just posting really high quality content. So using the example of wine, for example, let's say I'm going to grow a wine account, or I'm going to be a wine consultant and I want to get people who are interested in wine. I'm going to find accounts that are similar to Wine Spectator. And what I'm going to do is turn on post notifications by clicking the three little dots and hitting turn on post notifications. Then what I'm going to do is within the first 15 minutes of a post being made and getting that notification on my phone, I'm going to scroll through the people who are liking that post and choose which people I want to follow. So this is the way that you can be targeted with it. You can click into these people's profiles. You can look at their profile pictures. You can read what language their account's in. If it's not somebody that you think would be your ideal end user, skip over them. But then you're going to follow 50 to 100 of these people each and every day. So you're going to do this for 5 to 10 accounts that have your ideal end user at them. So that doesn't need to be a wine account. I could go and look at food accounts for this example. Let's use the example of, let's say I'm going to sell organic food. Okay. You don't need to only follow other organic food companies. You can follow a clothing company that's about sustainability. You can follow other sustainability accounts. The niche is really what matters. And if they're holding your end user and your ideal end user, that's much more important than the type of content that's being posted. So what you're going to do is reach your first 1,000 followers and then continue to do the same follow unfollow method until you reach your first 3,000 followers. Your engagement rate is going to be extremely high because you're only bringing in people that you know are going to engage with the content that you're posting. So you're matching your audience very specifically and very intentionally with the content that you are posting. And you already know that they're going to enjoy that content. So just to put some numbers to it and show you what my journey looked like, March 29, 2019, I was at 116 followers, starting to post 3 times a day. You can see that I wasn't doing any follow unfollow up until April 10th. At that point, I started to do around 50 follows a day. These numbers are the net gain, so it's not really indicative of the amount that I'm following, but I start to gain, a couple followers a day. Then I start to gain 10 followers a day. Then I start to gain 20 to 50 followers a day because I'm doing my method so targeted. The thing that I didn't mention and why this method works so well by working off of post notifications is if you follow somebody within the first 15 minutes of them engaging with another post, chances are they're going to be active on LinkedIn and receive that notification that somebody followed them. So in real time, they're going to make the decision whether to follow you or not follow you. When you start going after people when they're not active on the platform, that follow kind of gets lost. And when you start going after people that aren't engaging with content, that follow is completely useless. And chances are, if you have bad experiences with follow unfollow in the past, the people doing it were not doing it going off of engaged users that are following accounts similar to yours. So I'm still posting 3 times a day at this point, and I am going on the upper end of following up to 100 plus people a day and still gaining 20 to 50 followers a day. So I do this all the way up until I reach around the 3,000 point. And you can see my engagement rate's very high for this reason, because I'm doing everything in a targeted manner. Once I reach 3,000 followers, I stop doing follow unfollow, and I'm still growing at a similar pace. It slows down a little bit, and I'm growing, anywhere from 5 to 20 followers a day. But then something magical happens, and I start having my first 100 follower day on June 25th. So that's about 3 months after starting, roughly. So 3 months after starting, I'm at 3,000 followers, and now I'm starting to grow truly organically. we still keep having 100 plus follower days consistently, and our engagement rate is amazing because we're being shown in the explore page now and the hashtag page. Since we have that base users of people that are really engaging because they were liking other content and they're interested in our stuff. Then on July 24th, I have my first 1,000 follower day, and the rest is history. That account's still growing thousands of followers a day. And it all started with a very targeted follow-unfollow approach on top of posting consistently 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, evening, doing 2 posts being viral content and 1 post being branded content. Like I said, my bread and butter now is LinkedIn because LinkedIn's at a place that Instagram was 5 years ago. And if you're interested in learning more about LinkedIn, feel free to check out our website, uptowncreation.com. Subscribe to this channel, check out my other videos, leave comments for questions, and hopefully this was helpful.